Okay. We are 10-0 going into game 11, which is against the Miami Heat. Let's see how game 11 goes.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, and happy Halloween.
We hope you are enjoying some sugar-filled fun in the neighborhood because there's a lot of competition out there.
Competition? You know who's not scared of competition? The NBA 2K League.
Yes, that's right, and they have some fun ideas to spice up this offseason and the upcoming draft.
We caught up with the
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Sharp in at the 2 spot. And for the Heat, we've got Ball. Bam Adebayo is out there with Sharp. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in the 2 guard. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Shot clock at 6. High post try. Adebayo. The putback is no good. Anderson outside. From outside the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anderson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for New York. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, Ball. Pass to Butler. The Knicks pull it in. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they had some memorable battles last season. Let's hope for more of the same here tonight. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
they're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
Oh.
It goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
I shouldn't take the shot.
Valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ball, the pass to Hero. There's the dish to Butler. Over Randall. And it's Butler missing.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
New York with the ball. Big run right now going for him. 11
Shot!
A 3 from Anderson. They get the rebound. Robinson, that's good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
Let's see how we can do this game.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the left wing. Up top, Adebayo. 6 to shoot.
Nice.
And the rejection by Holmes. And a fast
I'll
break
take it.
now for New York.
Shot.
Van Fleet with the ball.
No.
Anderson can't get it to go.
I should have let
The
Van
Heat
Fleet
trail by
take it to
11.
the rim. I got greedy.
Robinson passes to Nunn.
That's on me. Got
31 left to play in the first quarter. Robinson against Porter. Lets it fly. Tries again. And Chandler lays it in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty.
Oh, that was a
bad
bad pass.
To match.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Holmes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low, here's Kuzma. And the layup's good off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nunn to Okpala.
Shit.
Chandler trying to free himself up.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Kuzma kicks to Anderson. Lets it go with the three.
No.
It's Adebayo with the rebound.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Adebayo with the ball. Nice D from Porter.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And so it's New York in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about
these guys work so hard and they're young.
the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. The Heat trail by 13, and New York looking at who they've got. They've got Robinson. Michael Porter's out there with Porter. And there's Anderson, and it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight
Shot.
when he's
Nope.
offered.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works.
Looks like I'm going to focus on
and works
assists
and
this
because of that
round.
work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer.
Because they're
David
on
Olden.
me tight.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Bucks was tremendous. He scored 41 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc.
That's why they're guarding me
Very
so
solid
tight
stat
this
line
game,
for him
because
in what
I've
was a
had
terrific outing.
40 to
And
50
you know
point
he wants to
games
keep the
for the
momentum
first
going,
10
Kevin.
games.
Excellent, David. Thank you.
So somebody's
How
catching on.
impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of.
Take it.
His level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from Anderson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 11-point game. And the pass to Okpala. He kicks to Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And so Butler nails both of them.
He's not like a lot of superstars. Jimmy Butler will call you out if you're on his team. All he wants to do is win.
And really deep three that time.
I'm surprised I
14
made that.
points for Jay.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Okpala, guarded by Porter. Passes it to Butler. No good off the back of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Come here.
Here's Ball. No good that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. On the wing, Porter. No good on that one. And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Saric, and it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Hero, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Nice.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now, here's Ball. He has 7. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And some changes here for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Butler. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Ball. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Adebayo. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So it's Miami now. They trail by 16. Here's Hero. Covered by Van Vliet. Back to Robinson. 4 on the shot clock.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on. Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
For Miami, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. To end the run, Randall grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Ain't gonna give it
Let's
to
see if
you.
Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Knicks making a change here. Knox is checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now, Nunn. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Adebayo kicks to Chandler. And too long on the shot.
And they just can't find a way to end
I'll
this
take
thing.
it.
Nothing
No, I
falling
won't.
right now.
That was
All you see
bad.
is a lot of frustration.
Oh.
Someone needs to step up and make a
Shot.
play to turn this thing around.
A nice shot by Anderson.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Chandler. Stolen by Van
nice
Vliet.
job, Cleat.
And a fast break now for New York.
Shot.
A 3 from Anderson. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Nunn looking around.
Give me that.
That one wide left.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Anderson outside.
Shot.
Here's the 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Holmes. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
A different look for Miami. Butler, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Ball subbed in for Kendrick Nunn.
That was
Holmes,
way
no
off.
good on the free throw. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Heat. And Chandler throws it down.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Robinson dishes to Anderson. Sinks it. What range from outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am wowing
Anderson's
also
got
at that
38
shot.
points.
That was
And
a
they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to
possible
score the
shot.
basketball.
Akpala, the pass to Butler. Here's Akpala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 on the shot clock.
Don't you be scrambling.
Puts it up for Adebayo.
Ah.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Knicks have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And one of the highlights on the season
And
has
that
been
is
their
my
ability
10th
to
game
make
with
free
40
throws. How about
points or
82%
more?
as a unit?
There's Ball with the 3. That shot off. And so it's New York sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points.
So
and with as many
pretty.
3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Rest in peace to the Mamba and Baby Gigi. Still remember where I'm standing.
He's going with the whole new group on the floor. Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. Anderson comes in for Harper. He'd have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. And New York, looking at who they've got. Dennis Smith is out there with Anderson. Then it's Trice. Then it's Porter. And it's Knox
Shot.
in at the small forward position. He dialed that one up from long distance. Anderson's got 43 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Sharge outside. Miami no good on that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here's Anderson for 3. Greg, I
Bad
think
shot.
of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. If you think about it. Not that long. I mean, I grew up without the
Ball
internet.
against Smith. Sharge and slams
Or
it
at least
by
the first, you know,
The floor awareness of
14,
ball
15 years
excels
of my
at
life
getting
were
the
without
ball to
internet.
his uncovered teammates.
Smith outside. Anderson outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Knox. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Sharge has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Sharge has got 6 points in the quarter.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Harper, he's checked in for the Knicks. And so Butler nails both of them. 58 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Anderson outside.
Shot.
Trey. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping.
Oh, crap.
His
I'm on the
shot.
wrong guy.
And
No,
this is
we're on
already a
this
game
guy.
he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this
Oh.
effort earlier on.
I
Well,
hate
the question
passing
becomes,
sometimes.
are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Harper, and Henson sends it back. They recover it, and he recovers it. Pass to Anderson. Here's Knox. On
Shot.
deep.
No.
No good on that one.
All right. Can I get one more steal? Probably not.
Lucas with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory
Well,
for them.
we'll take it.
And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's
Game
exactly
11
right, but with
in
way they
the
control
can.
the game and just
We are now
completely
11 and
took
0
out of it.
with my
That's
Sharpshooter.
how to get it done on
New
the
York
road.
Knicks Season
Well, folks,
2,
that's gonna
my
do it for
career
now.
mode.
For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,
3
this
points.
is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Game 11 in the bag.